After reviewing the videos from the Educator's training, I wanted to share a few more of the interviews that we had with the teachers and how they use precision agriculture in their courses. Tell us about how your students are using SMS in your classroom.
Well, since we had the program in the classroom, I've brought all my farm details and records up, and we've downloaded all those into the computer. So we're using My Home Farm and maps and trying to get the students to realize how we can use this to their benefit in the future and making rational decisions on how to go ahead in farming operations. Basically, since the first semester I taught it, right now we're just looking at yield and trying to overlay maps and bring other soil maps in and show the corresponding yield respects, and also we're bringing in some old, if we can get aerial photographs of tiling and drainage systems, because drainage is a big problem in our area. We're fairly flat, and we're trying to get some information on the students.
SMS, we're utilizing it as one of our software tools in our Precision Ag course right now, and so giving the students some real life examples of how to utilize that. Have them go through the total process, and then they have a final project in that class that they get a total data set of yield data, soil electrical conductivity, soil sample data, and then they develop a plan for that particular field of how they would implement it on a field.
We actually have two classes now. The first one just kind of gives them a little bit of exposure to Ag Leader, to a lot of the precision ag products, and then we also have a more advanced software class where they're learning a lot of the more advanced features of SMS. You know, doing the analysis, doing equations and things like that.
What are some specifics that they're doing then with those equations and the maps?
They're learning to do some prescriptions, learning how to get that and create that into a file where they can then take it out to the machinery. They're also doing multi-year averages. We actually had a project this year where we had a farmer come forward with all of their data for the last 5 years, and then we took that, gave it to the students, and they actually worked individually and each came up with basically a booklet of information that gave it back to the farmer.
Tell us how you use Ag Leader's SMS software as part of your extension work.
Basically, I'm working with a couple of folks back in Ohio, and we're having farmer workshops. We've got a lot of farmers back there who basically have got all this yield data, and they've been gathering it for a number of years, and the big question now is, what do I do with it? How can I use it? How can I incorporate that into my farm situation to make better decisions? So we're putting together a series of workshops to work with these farmers to help better manage that data and use it in their farming operations.
Okay. Mark, tell us today how the Educator training helps you in your Precision Ag coursework at Southeast Community College.
Well, my responsibilities with the college include training the students on software applications, and we do have a production farm operation, so we actually use the Ag Leader products, the hardware, capture the data, and students actually get to use the software program to field map, create prescriptions, and so it really is the application of the information.